And that is our 5:30 report for this Aloha Friday. In news of Hawaii, police are looking for a suspect who set 3 boats on fire at the Waikiki Yacht Club today. That story and all the news of the islands coming up next on our Channel 2 News at 6.
Dean and Tiari are part of a large family. They live and work together, and they play together. For generations, HMSA has been a part of their lives, providing health coverage that meets their individual needs in every way, right from the start. This is their plan, to take care of their mind, their body, their spirit, their health.
Finance Factors knows about home loans. We'd better know. We've been in business for 50 years now, and we're celebrating the Big 5-0 with incredible low rates on home loans and refinancing. Low rates, local service at Finance Factors, Hawaii's choice for home loans.
Imagine a world without borders, where lines no longer divide countries or peoples or cultures, where the only law is to respect one another. Where does this world exist? Inside our walls. The Honolulu Academy of Arts. Join us for Ansel Adams in Hawaii and the 2002 Artists of Hawaii Juried Exhibition, now through August 4th.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Hawaiian Airlines, your wings of the islands, offering convenient daily flights to the West Coast and Las Vegas.
Broadcasting from the KHON TV Broadcast Center in Hawaii Tower, this is Fox 2, Hawaii's news channel.
This is the Channel 2 News at 6 with Joe Moore, Hawaii's #1 news.
Brush fires whipped through central Oahu. Windward residents are still confused about last night's fireworks show cancellation. And a pair of flamingos find love among the flock. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for our Channel 2 News on this Aloha Friday, the 5th of July. A particular busy day for firefighters as they battle fireworks-related blazes around the island. Fire units are busy at a number of locations at this hour. They just put out the latest fire in central Oahu. Ramsey Wharton joins us live at Village Park with more. Ramsey?
Hi, Joe. Yeah, just a really frustrating day for firefighters that have been racing from scene to scene for what are mostly fireworks-related fires, including this one that started off Hohola Street, just beyond this fenced-in area and down the hill, posing, again, another difficulty for firefighters. Now, this one started about 2:30 this afternoon, required some 20 firefighters. It took them about 2 hours or so to put it out. In all, about an acre of land was burned. Now, officials say this is one of nearly 50 fireworks-related brush fires since yesterday.
According to one of the next-door neighbors, what we hear is they saw some kids, pre-teens, in the area playing with fireworks. They saw them walking away from the scene. Shortly afterwards, they saw some smoke and flames.
Officials say fireworks were also behind this Mililani blaze around 2 o'clock this afternoon. That one burned about 2 acres of empty land between Mililani Intermediate School and Meheula Parkway. About 20 firefighters responded to that one as well. Again, Joe, just a frustrating night and day for firefighters. In fact, of the 20 brush fires that dealt with fireworks today, more than half of those required multiple fire companies to be pulled from around the island. It's a big concern for officials there. They're worried about spreading themselves just too thin for brush fires that are obviously very preventable. And in this case, you know, homes and lives are very much at risk.
All right, Ramsey, I take it the numbers that you told us about, that does not include the rubbish fires they've also been responding to.
That's right. In fact, just yesterday, fire officials say they responded to 17 rubbish fires. They don't have any figures for rubbish fires today. But again, a high number, and I just don't know. Are people getting the message out there? I don't know, Joe.
All right. Thanks, Ramsey Wharton, for that live report. Honolulu police and fire investigators are asking for the public's help in finding a suspect who set 3 boats on fire at the Waikiki Yacht Club today. Firefighters arrived at the yacht club just before 6 o'clock this morning and put out the fire on 1 boat, and then discovered another fire on the boat in the next slip minutes later. Firefighters were putting away their gear when they found another fire inside a boat about 200 yards away. Investigators say the fires were deliberately set, and they're asking witnesses to come forward.
That were traveling around or even walking around 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6 this morning, can maybe assist us if they saw something suspicious, or, you just kind of know inside you if something's not right.
No one was inside any of the boats when the fires were set. There were no injuries. Captain Sue says 2 other boats were also broken into, where investigators found an ignitable liquid and some spent flares. Damage is estimated at several $1,000s. It took 22 Hawaii Fire Department and volunteer firefighters more than 3 hours to put out a blaze last night in Curtistown on the Big Island. The top floor of the vacated 3-story building, formerly the Waters of Life Charter School, crumbled around 9:15 last night as crews fought the fire. Officials say the cause of the blaze looks suspicious but remains under investigation. Damage is estimated at $300,000. Thousands of Windward residents are still uncertain tonight why the Kailua Bay fireworks display was canceled just over an hour before the show was scheduled to start last night. As Ron Mizutani reports, the event has had some problems over the past few years.
Traffic at Kailua Beach has always been slow-moving on the 4th of July, but this year, the drive home for thousands was a bit more frustrating after the fireworks show was canceled. A barge that was scheduled to be used as a launching platform could not be pulled in through the rough surf. The contractor then tried to move the launching area to the beach, but it just wasn't safe enough for those sitting on the beach downwind.
But I do know a lot of people were disappointed. And then furthermore, to compound it, the police were enforcing the no sparklers in the park rules after that. And then all the kids were bummed out. They couldn't even use a sparkler.
This isn't the first time the event has experienced controversy. 2 years ago, the Department of Land and Natural Resources informed the Kailua Chamber of Commerce that Flat Island could no longer be used as a launching area because of concerns for a bird sanctuary on the island. Interestingly enough, kayakers still make the journey out to the island daily.
A group concerned about the bird population on the island was concerned of the damage being done to the birds that aren't endangered, but it is a bird sanctuary.
So last year, contractors used a barge to launch the fireworks. The show went off without a hitch, but overnight, the barge drifted onto a reef and punctured one of its hulls. The result? Pyrotechnic equipment and debris were littered across the beach. This year, a larger barge was ordered, but still more problems. To top it off, the event comes with a hefty price tag.
It is funded by corporations who are willing to give and pitch in for the $20,000 it takes to put on the fireworks show.
Ryan says the Kailua Chamber of Commerce enjoys organizing this event, but she is concerned about its future and if it's in danger of being canceled.
I don't want to be the one to say that it is, but I think if you examine everything that's happening, it's a very real possibility.
The Kailua Chamber of Commerce is hopeful it will be able to reschedule the fireworks display sometime later this summer. Reporting from Kailua Beach, I'm Ron Mizutani, Channel 2 News.
Ryan says she hopes to meet Monday with the rest of the members of the Kailua Chamber of Commerce to discuss the future of the event. Police officials estimate as many as 75,000 people watched last night's Ala Moana fireworks show. The 20-minute spectacle went off without a hitch, with scores of pyrotechnics launched from Magic Island for an appreciative crowd that jammed Ala Moana Center and Beach Park. Police reported no major incidents. Park workers were still cleaning up today. A teenager faces 25 years in prison in the beating death of a man in Chinatown last year. Pedro Velarde pled guilty today to manslaughter and assault in the death of Benjamin Amarino on August 1st. The 19-year-old Velarde and another teen, Alvin Samao, were initially charged with murder in the case. They allegedly beat Amarino and dumped his body in Nu'uanu Stream after he asked them for cigarettes but said he had no money to pay them. Velarde faces a maximum sentence of 20 years for the manslaughter charge and another 5 years for assault. A Big Island man whose wife has been missing for 4 years says he believes gang members killed her. Michelle Adam vanished in June of 1998, and police still consider her husband, Richard Adam, a suspect. Cheryl Turbeville has an update.
Kona court clerk Michelle Adam disappeared more than 4 years ago under suspicious circumstances. Her case is being investigated as a homicide. Her mother says just before she was reported missing, Michelle told her she was planning to leave her husband.
I believe that Michelle was being abused. Some of her friends were trying to get her off the island. They had a plan.
But the plan would never materialize because Michelle vanished. Her daughter Mariah was 21 months old at the time. She's now almost 6 and living on the East Coast with her father. Richard Adams said the last time he saw his wife was on Saturday, June 13th at their Miloli'i home.
We had come home from groceries and she wasn't feeling right. She needed her space and she left.
Richard Adam reported his wife missing 4 days later. Her car was found parked at the couple's second home in Ka'u. Shortly after Michelle's disappearance, Richard Adam was arrested for shooting at opihi pickers near his home. He claims they were trespassing and had threatened him. Their daughter Mariah was then taken by state social workers. Adam was convicted, but later got custody of Mariah. Then in October of that year, the Adams home was intentionally burned down. Police and FBI dug up both lots looking for evidence and Michelle's body. Her parents are doubtful that her remains will ever be found. Cheryl Turbeville, Channel 2 News.
Coming up next on our Channel 2 News, a story of amorous flamingos. We'll show you how zookeepers here are getting their flamingo flock to lay eggs. And later, a speedy John Veneri hits the go-kart track for some high-speed action.
In Hawaii, the flowers depend on the sun, the mountains on the rain, and our people depend on one another. We must keep it so.
Hawaiian Airlines, now flying the newest and most dependable jets. Inter-island service you can rely on. Hawaiian Airlines, wings of the islands.
Maybe we should wallpaper.
Yep, I'll get swatches. You look frazzled. I'll get out of your hair.
Now at McDonald's of Hawaii, try one of 2 additions to our new tastes menu. Presenting grilled chicken flatbread. Warm, soft, seasoned flatbread wrapped around tender slices of grilled chicken. And the always tempting hot fudge brownie sundae.
Honey, do we have a...
Trombone? No, I'll go buy one.
See all the people you are helping when you donate to Goodwill. At Goodwill, we believe in the power of work. Each year, Goodwill provides employment education and job training to thousands of people in Hawaii. Graduates of Goodwill programs not only provide value in the workplace, they rediscover their sense of purpose and self-worth in the process. Call 836-WORK for Goodwill store and donor convenience center locations.
Before my mother lost her memory, she made her wishes known in writing, and that was a gift to me. I think we would release so much anxiety, so much guilt, so much turmoil in families if we could have this document here and say, these are my wishes, because we just don't know whether we are capable of making those decisions ourselves later.
Aloha, I'm Ron Mizutani. Monday on the Channel 2 News at 5, a valuable lesson we should all learn, especially our children. The importance of learning how to swim. That's on Learning Curve Monday on the Channel 2 News at 5.
This portion of the Channel 2 News is sponsored by American Savings Bank. When you bank American, good things happen.
Any moment now, the Honolulu Zoo could have its first flamingo hatchling in 9 years. Credit the zookeepers for creating a little magic to put flamingos in the mood to mate. Leslie Wilcox chooses her words carefully in explaining.
Flamingos are a social lot. They live in colonies and they like being together. But for years, the zoo's flamingos have put more passion into eating and arguing than mating.
You just have to have the right atmosphere. You need the numbers of birds to kind of simulate the wild populations. And I guess if they don't feel comfortable, they won't breed.
So this is a most welcome sight, an egg under the vigilant care of a mother and father who share nest-sitting duties and who regularly turn junior. Mr. and Mrs., after years of being just good friends. Why now? Well, this gets a little delicate to explain with young ears listening, but in the wild, flamingos tend to live in massive groups of tens of thousands, and something about group dynamics stimulates them.
It's kind of like an orgy, if you will, sort of thing. If you don't have 20 or 25, forget it. No romance is going to take place.
The zoo has 23 flamingos, most of them older. And that's where the mirrors came in. Earlier this year, zookeepers had mirrors lined up all along the hedge.
They do a whole courtship ritual where they start marching. And when they see another group of flamingos marching right beside them, that can stimulate them to do kind of the next sequence of their courtship ritual, which is head flagging and the whole 9 yards.
Apparently, the mirrors helped achieve a critical mass of flamingos. The prospect of a hatchling is big news here. The last chick born here was Sherman, also known as Mr. Attitude, 9 years old this month, who has reached sexual maturity.
But zookeepers aren't counting on young Sherman as a prospective father. He's not interested in flamingo love. Instead, he identifies with humans who hand-raised him after his mother abandoned him.
Not interested in birds right now, more interested in the keepers.
With these flamingo parents taking good care of their egg and more mirror courtship seasons, the future of the flamingo flock may be sitting pretty. Leslie Wilcox, Channel 2 News.
So be on the lookout for Sherman when you go to the zoo. Don't get too close. We'll meet the newest member of our Channel 2 family when our Channel 2 News continues.
When's it? $14.92? Mom, where's the top right-hand cabinet? Second shelf. Check the carb, son. It's running rich.
Our employees know lots of things, but the thing they really know is how best to serve our customers. Bank American. Good things happen. American Savings Bank.
Fox presents Brendan Fraser and Alicia Silverstone.
I thought only hookers drank those things.
Well, I know Mom sure likes them.
In the world broadcast premiere.
Are we getting hot?
Yes.
Blast from the Past. A special Friday movie tonight at 8 on Fox.
Thank you.
Too much to get done before kids go back to school? Then get Roadrunner high-speed online and get on with life. It's super fast and always on, saving you time. Order school supplies, shop for back to school, and get homework help online in seconds. Roadrunner makes it possible. Call now and ask for Roadrunner.
Call today to get this special July back-to-school offer. Subscribe to Roadrunner and get the first month free plus free standard installation.
Alan Hackbarth doesn't do ballet. But what he does do is his famous rubber man routine at UH volleyball games. And he does it very well. Just like Hawaii Dental Service does what it does very well. With a selection of over 96% of Hawaii's dentists, plus 107,000 more on the mainland, nobody else comes close. Hawaii Dental Service, Hawaii's first dental plan, is still Hawaii's best dental plan.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Hey, you sure? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Dude, you had a stop sign.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah, you kind of slowed down, but you didn't stop.
No, I stopped.
No, you did not.
I'm my own eyewitness.
You can't be your own eyewitness.
Sure I can.
Well, I'm going to be my own witness. And I said, you didn't stop.
Did too.
No, you did not.
Did too.
At AIG Hawaii, claims are done fast, done right, guaranteed. Call today for a money-saving quote.
No, you did not. No.
Nearly 1,800 youngsters flooded Ala Moana Beach Park today for the annual Friendship Games. There was fierce but friendly competition between YMCA kids between the ages of 5 and 12. Good sportsmanship was the key for the day under the leadership of hundreds of YMCA staff from across the state. This was the Y's 25th annual Friendship Games. And we have a new member to the Channel 2 family tonight. She is Cara Jolynn Kanohelane Cunningham. Little Cara made her entrance this morning at 12:35. She checked in at 7 pounds. She's 20 inches long. She's the daughter of our sports director, Jai, and Carla Cunningham. And we're told that mom and daughter are doing just fine tonight. But Dad's a little tired from all the cheerleading he did in the delivery room. Congratulations to the Cunninghams from all of us here at Channel 2. And with Jai recuperating, Steve Uehara is here tonight with sports. Steve, what's going on?
Well, Joe, some somber news today. The sports world is remembering Boston slugger Ted Williams. That's next in sports.
Alex, loyalty in banking is key. So we're promoting you to loyalty officer. Congratulations.
We have a customer appreciation ceremony at 9:30, followed by a customer visit at 11:30. At 1 o'clock, new business development. Your appointment is already confirmed. And at 5 o'clock sharp, you're in conference room number 2 for your loyalty seminar.
Government can't do everything. We need to get creative about coming up with resources.
Education is close to Maisie Hirono's heart.
I talked with preschool advocates and supporters, then went to the legislature.
So Maisie created a public-private partnership.
I asked the legislature for money. We got $5 million to build the preschools, and the private sector will run them without any state funding. When you see the kids, it's all worth it.
Maisie Hirono, governor, tested, trusted, ready.
It's hard to top Pizza Hut's Big New Yorker pizza. It's just tough to top this enormous 16-inch pizza with a New York-style crust. But we've found a way to do it, because now Pizza Hut is topping it off with a free topping. So get the Big New Yorker cheese pizza for just $9.99 and choose your topping free of charge. The Big New Yorker pizza has 8 huge foldable slices, so you and the whole gang can get your fill without paying a big bill. The Big New Yorker cheese pizza with a free topping, only from Pizza Hut, Hawaii's favorite pizza.
This portion of the Channel 2 News is brought to you by your Kama'aina Pizza Hut. For hot and fresh pizza, call Pizza Hut. Now there's just one number to call, 643-1111.
Sports fans are mourning the loss tonight of maybe the greatest hitter ever in baseball. Former Boston Red Sox star Ted Williams died in Florida today at the age of 83 after battling some serious heart problems. Williams posted a .344 career batting average with 521 homers over a 19-season career with the Red Sox. He was also the last player in Major League history to hit 400 in a season. He hit 406 back in 1941. The list of accolades in Williams' illustrious career also includes 2 MVP awards and 2 Triple Crown titles. To top it off, the splendid Splinter interrupted his career twice to serve his country in World War II and the Korean War. Williams retired number 9, was shaved into left field grass at Fenway Park today in remembrance of the great slugger. Also a moment of silence before the Sox took on the Tigers. Former Damien standout Chris Truby not playing today. Top of the third, Damien easily at bat. The Red Sox get George Lombard in a rundown. But check this out. Nomar Garciaparra misses the ball as Ramon Santiago, he's left alone. He scores 1-0 Tigers. Top of the 6th, this time it's Santiago from the plate. He gets a 2-run single to right. Tigers go on to win this one 9-5. National League now, Astros Pirates, top of the 3rd. Lance Berkman cranks a 2-run home run to center field, his 28th of the year. Bottom of the 3rd, ball bounces out of Jeff Bagwell's hands. He recovers the pretty no-look pass between his legs to make the play at first. It wasn't enough, though. Houston falls 4-3. To tennis now in Wimbledon, and we'll have to wait another day before the men's final match is set. Top-seeded Leighton Hewitt will be there. He won his match today 7-5, 6-1, and 7-5 over Britain's Tim Henman. But the other semifinal match between David Nalbandian and Xavier Malise was postponed today because it got too dark. The match is tied at 2 sets apiece and will resume tomorrow. Finally, he's up for any challenge, and tonight, our own John Veneri felt the need for speed. This week, Johnny hits the track in this Go Johnny Go edition, this go-kart edition of Go Johnny Go.
All right, for this week's challenge, we're out here at Campbell Raceway Park to try out some of the most powerful, fastest racers out here. It's the go-kart. Now, they're not your average Castle Park go-karts. With a motorcycle engine mounted in its small frame, the karts can reach incredible speeds of 130 miles per hour. Man, was I nervous. That's pretty fast for something so low to the ground.
That is exceptionally fast. It takes a lot of seat time and experience to really get the most out of the kart.
So in other words, I'm probably going to have a difficult time against some of these other drivers.
Well, it depends on how good you are.
I'll be riding a fast shifter kart owned by Mike Wilcox.
For the first time being in a kart, it might be a little bit intimidating at first, but once you get going, I think you'll enjoy it.
Mike ran through the basics with me, standard motorcycle shifting, 1 down and 5 up. Then I'd get dressed for the occasion. Safety always first, despite the 118 degrees on the track. And then I was ready. Well, almost. Okay, so they removed some padding, and then I was ready. 6 laps against some of the best at the game. I thought at least I looked good, but a beginner should never show off. After a quick warm-up, it only took a couple of laps to realize I needed a lot more time in that small seat to really get good. You guys smoked me today.
I don't know. I thought you did pretty good for jumping in your first time on a shifter car. Did pretty hard.
I got beat by all 3.
Yeah. Maybe you need to learn how to take the corners a little bit better. But you pretty much got the straightaway and shifting down.
For this go-kart edition of Go Johnny Go, I'm John Veneri, Carrollton Sports.
I tell you, Joe, just watching that video, I got to tell you, John gets all the fun jobs.
He was telling us the hardest part of it was fitting his bucket into the bucket seat. After that, it was all downhill. All right. Thanks, Steve. Let's check in with Trini Kalpawiki now for a look at our island weather. Trini?
Good evening. Happy Aloha Friday, everyone. The northern end of the state today received more sunshine than it did yesterday. You can see on our satellite map the high cirrus clouds kind of thinning out over the last 12 hours. Now, we do still have some thick cirrus clouds lingering over the southern end of the state, making skies a bit overcast right now for both Hilo and Kahului. Now, these clouds will continue to thin out as they move westward away from the island, so we are expecting lots of sunshine this weekend. Now, underneath these high clouds, we do have some low clouds, but according to the National Weather Service, those clouds are stable, not carrying a lot of rain, so relatively dry conditions are expected for the next several days. Now, right now in Honolulu, it is a bit breezy. Winds are blowing from the east at 21 miles per hour. Temperature outside 84 degrees. Now, it did get up to 86 today in Honolulu, but the hot spot was at Kona on the Big Island. It got up to 88 degrees there. Lehue got up to 84 today. Kaunakakai 85, Kahului 83. Hilo, the cool spot, only getting up to 79. That's because they had overcast skies for most of the day. Now, heading out to the water, east and south shore should top our wave height list tomorrow with a new south swell rolling in 3 to 5 feet at both locations. North shore coming in at flat to a foot, west side 2 to 4. High tide tomorrow about 2:15 in the afternoon. Low tide about 6:30 in the morning. So for the rest of your Aloha Friday, partly cloudy skies with isolated showers. Overnight lows in the lower 70s. Trades 10 to 25 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, another beautiful trade wind day. Highs in the mid-80s. And looking ahead, we're expecting more breezy conditions. Trades at 10 to 25 miles per hour through the weekend and lasting through early next week. Partly cloudy skies on Sunday and Monday, followed by mostly sunny skies starting on Tuesday. And, Joe, that's a look at weather.
Okay, thanks, Trini. I called Momo today, your designer, and asked her if she could get you one of those outfits like she had in the paper today.
Oh.
So she said she'd work on it for you.
Great. The audience will love it. Should they check the paper to see what we're talking about?
I think they'll have to. I didn't bring a picture with me, but it...
Well, I could describe it.
Yes, it was...
Very revealing.
Ah, okay, well...
Very sexy.
She says she's going to work on it.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
We can't wait.
Okay, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Thanks, Trini. Tonight on our 10 o'clock news, authorities are still searching for a motive behind yesterday's deadly shooting at the Los Angeles International Airport. Plus, a high-speed chase ends when the suspect's plans are foiled by foam. These and the latest breaking stories on our Channel 2 News at 10 o'clock. And finally tonight, did you know rhinestones are called that because the first were made near the Rhine River in Germany? Well, that's our 6 o'clock news for this Aloha Friday. We thank you for joining us and hope to see you later tonight for our Channel 2 News at 10.
Good night.
Closed captioning is provided as a community service by 7-Eleven Hawaii.
The Channel 2 News. We are Hawaii's #1 news channel.